Hi everyone, I've said that I was going to do this video for a little while and I've finally got round to it. We're going to have a little look to see from my house to the theory test centre in Liverpool in Duke Street, which is the quickest way to get there. Is it going to be car? Is it going to be bike? Or is it going to be public transport? Today I'm going to do the car journey. I'm going to try and leave at the same sort of time. We're just after 8 AM in the morning. And I'm going to pick similar weather conditions if possible, so we get a true reflection of which is the quickest. I'm going to time it and I'm going to set the timer straight away and then we'll get going. I've got Google Maps sending me the direction. That's a big benefit nowadays as well, because pretty obviously everyone knows Google Maps, it picks up on traffic conditions and picks your quickest route. So that's what we're doing. There's not going to be anything particularly complex about this drive. I'm obviously going to be staying to the speed limits like I always do anyway, but I am going to try and get there in the quickest time possible. I'm going to use all the space. If there's an opportunity for me to go past anyone, I'm going to take it. It is saying at the moment though, 31 minutes for me to get there. Interesting. We'll get back to my journey in a minute or so. For now, I'd just like to have a quick look at this report from Car Vertical about this Porsche. It's easy to see because these reports are colour-coded that we've got problems with mileage and there's been damage. The damage doesn't seem too bad, it's definitely repairable, and as we can see, it's just at the front of the car. It's the mileage that's the big problem with this one. It looks as though it's been rolled back. At the end of 2016, the car had done 98,825 miles, but at the start of 2017, when one of the incidents of damage occurred, the mileage has gone down to 61,808. Quick maths, that's 37,000 miles that have been knocked off. Pretty obviously, a car that has done much less mileage is going to be worth a fair bit more. And although these Porsches aren't the most expensive of the 911s, they're still worth a few quid. So one with 37,000 miles less is going to command a higher price. Would you be caught out if you bought this car and you didn't check it through Car Vertical? I think so. That's why it's important to check any vehicle you're thinking of purchasing. And if you use my links in the description or the code Ashley, you can save yourself 20% on giving yourself that peace of mind. Thanks, Car Vertical. Oh, filter arrow has just gone off. It's awkward, this one. These could be starting to move. No, we're okay there. Little bit of I wouldn't say a risk, but I was a little cheeky continuing in that situation. What I told my students to do there, wait in the middle, because the filter arrow went off prior to me being at that line and at the stop line. So definitely would have told the student to wait in the middle there. But what I did, I read the movement of those vehicles very carefully and judged it with the speed that I was traveling at. And I don't think we made anyone slow down there. You tell me. Just thinking about that last situation with that filter arrow, isn't it amazing when people are pushed for time, how they do things that maybe they normally wouldn't do? It's really interesting, that, for me. Do you do that? Now, which lane's going to get me through the lights the quickest here? I do think lane 2. In fact, it's sending me this way to the right. I am going to just go with Google Maps. It says it's a similar arrival time if it went straight on. I don't think I'd get through those lights further up, so for me it would make sense to flow this way. As normal with Google Maps, it's showing me a similar ETA going straight on. I am still going to follow the direction that the main route is taking me. So I'm going to get to these lights and turn right. It is sending me all the way down to the dock road. Interesting. I wouldn't have taken this route. It's a little longer because I'm going further past and I'll have to head back to this road in the end. However, we'll go with it. My arrival time is 8:43. It says we've got 15 minutes left. It's an interesting one, this, because that road is a 40, this one's a 30. There's not many traffic lights down here though, so at this time of day I can totally understand why this may be quicker. I've made the mistake many times before where I think I know best and gone a different route than the sat-nav has taken me, and it's bit me on the bum cheek. So now we'll stay with what Google says. Now I wouldn't have thought to come this way. Scooter rider's all right, he's going to tuck us in behind. I wouldn't have thought to come this way, but it's sending me right at this roundabout coming up. And then onto the waterfront. Interesting. I'll get some nice footage through the VFO camera. Queuing traffic again. Ah, that's the issue. It's because people are getting off from the ferry and they've closed that little road. I think it was a bit harsh me calling it a ferry though. People have paid a fortune to go on holiday for a couple of weeks or 10 days or whatever on a ferry. Oops. This is where the blockage comes from, this lady, and then it blocks the rest of the junction up there. Okay then, fine. I am going to take that opportunity. Usually there, what I would have done was just held back and gone, after you please, because you're blocking all these up, but everyone's shut off today. I need to get to my destination as quickly as I can. Let the Audi out though. Probably. It's a bit alien having this mindset to me. Doesn't feel right. It didn't feel right going there with that lady blocking the traffic and everything else. This side still queuing. I think it would have been quicker going the other way. Google's let me down. Defo gonna let this black Audi out though. There are no oncoming vehicles. There are oncoming vehicles. Tough luck, buddy. Is what it is. Did well there. I've set the sat-nav to Hanover Street Q Park, because that's probably the car parking that I would go to if I was actually going to this area. So I am going to go into the car park, but we haven't finished when we get in there. It's the whole journey. So I was able to get in my car, obviously outside my house, but say if I did want to go to the theory test centre, can't just stop the clock in the middle of the car park. So I'm going to park up and then I'm going to walk, and we'll stop the clock when I'm outside. into the car park we go. No spaces. No spaces. No spaces. Oh, there's one round there. Yeah, there's a couple around there. Result. Level 2. In fact, there's one here. Going for it. Right by the doors as well. Touch. Right. Let's get this parked. And then, yeah, we're pretty good. Now, let's get this car off and let's get going down to the test centre. After you, buddy. I think this is it. Okay, so we've got here, let's stop the clock. "52 odd minutes, nearly 53. Okay, we are going to start round 2. Callie, just wait. I've got Callie with me. What we're going to do is get rid of this, reset, start. Okay, let's go. Come on, Cal. No sniffing. Come on, Pops. So yeah, we're going to try the train into town. Excuse me if the camera's everywhere a little bit. Just grab and hold the Callie's lead. Come on, baby. Now, I haven't even looked at the start time. I haven't. I've literally finished the first video with the car. I've got Callie all sorted and just literally walked out the house. I'm walking to Fazachley train station and then I'm getting a train straight into Central. I know the train takes about, I think, 13 or 14 minutes. So I'm going to try and not let Callie sniff. Cal, come on. Callie, come on. Because that would affect how things go. But if she needs the loo, she needs the loo. One of those things. Let's get to the train station. Come on, Cal. Come on. Let's go. We're on a mission. You're on the train. Sit. Clever girl. Let's go. Good girl. Come on, Cal. No sniffy. Let's go. Let's work. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Tempo. Come on. Let's go. Good girl. Good girl. Let's go. Good girl. Clever girl. Well done. You are on a mission, babes. Leave it. This way, on the train. Come on, babes. Return to Liverpool, please. Luckily, we've made it to the station and train's in about 4 minutes. Good news. Good gear. You okay, pups? Another treat? Another one? Yes, please. Oh, look what Daddy found. Daddy found one of these. Yum, yum, yum. Good girl. Good girl. This way. This way. This way. Come here. Good girl. Come here. We're going to sit down. Cheers, babe. Go on after you. Go on. Come on, Cal. This way. Good girl. This way. Come on. Callie. Up. Up. So, Central Station, all good, not much of a walk. I'll get the timer out in a second. You're right, buddy. Good girl. Will this scan? Cheers, mate. Thank you, sir. Good girl, Cal. Good girl. Poo-poo time. Good girl. Nicely done, Cal. Right by a bin, babes. Good girl. Not showing this one. Come on, let's go. This way. This way, this side. Clever girl. You've done well, puppy. So, here we are at exactly the same place. No, can't go in there, Cal. Cal, come here, sit. Callie, sit. Sit, watch. Watch, good girl. Let's have a quick look at our times. 40 minutes, 39, 40 seconds. So, a fair bit quicker. That was also including Cali loo break. Okay, so it's a Monday morning. It's just after 8 o'clock. Off we go. We'll get my gloves on first though. Not riding out or without them this morning. So the same thing applies. Just twist this back a little so you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Same sort of thing applies. I'm going to try and get to the theory test centre and see just how long it takes me. I am going to try and get through traffic where possible. But obviously obeying all the laws as normal. Obviously the benefit of being on a bike is I can skip through the traffic quite easily. I've picked as well the road bike. I haven't picked, oh, my front camera is going to be a pain in the backside, isn't it? Oh well, you can't see me tough. I'm not messing about with cameras. That's a good camera position. I am going to pick routes that allow me to skip the traffic. Still don't think it's worth me skipping past in this situation. Let's try and fix my camera. Anyway, is what it is. You've still got the main one on the chest and obviously front and back. Could I have walked through there? Could I have walked through the lights, remounted, then got on with it? Yes. That front camera's a waste of time. I am going to filter where possible. Touch with those lights as well. Next set, let's have a little breather. It's the further set that I'm dealing with at the minute. It's there on green. Probably going to be on red when I get there. Just staying put. This guy to my right wants to get in. I'm going to the front. Be careful filtering, watching the flow, be ready to change your mind. What are we doing watch-wise? 8 minutes. Again, another scenario where I'm going to be able to filter. Be careful of the van now. Okay, let's have a little breather. Get my camera sorted. Pick the worst mount in the whole world. Oh well, you got me back for a little moment. So we're getting on 14 minutes. It's going to be pretty tight this, to be honest. What else? I am setting a little bit of a pace, I'm not going mad for it, but as you can see, we do have the ability to skip through a little bit of traffic. Safety is number one all the time. We mentioned in the car with the right turn back on Rice Lane about how it maybe makes you do certain things a little differently. Being rushed on any form of transport does exactly the same. So don't gamble with your life or anyone else's. Even with my fitness, we're doing, all right, downhill section, 21 miles an hour. You're going in there though. Time these lights nicely, so be careful now. Touch. Thank you. Good work by the pedestrian also. Can we go past this one? No, not next to the lorry. Filter time again. This is where being on a bike pays dividends. Just remember about filtering at the correct speed, be able to stop. What am I going to do with the lorry? Traffic lights at the side are changing. There you go. But it's down to the lorry driver to see me. Well, it is, but come on. That'll do us. I'm across the road, but I am here. We did that pretty comfortably, so it's obviously quicker on the bike. Is everyone going to ride at that particular pace that I rode at? No. But honestly, there were certain sections of that where we proved planning beats the pace, and there were times where I was still sat there for a while. Could you do that sort of pace if you were on an electric bicycle? Well, up to 15.5 miles an hour, obviously electrically assisted, but it still, I don't think, would make a massive difference to the overall time. So, bike for the win. So, overall thoughts, it's not a surprise win for me. It's exactly what I would have expected, but there's a little bit more to it than just pace. I've worked reasonably hard there. Would I want to then go and sit in an office being a little bit sweaty? No, it's not decent for work colleagues to have a smelly office worker or a worker sat next to them. So, not ideal. Some people haven't got the mobility to go off and do that on a bike. Totally get that. There are a number of people who haven't got the funds to operate a car for that comfort and that warmth. Listen, this is probably the main thing that all forms of transport need to share our roads. Everyone needs to get on. What we've touched on with the journeys, well, the journey in the car and the journey on the bike is that at certain times you may not push the rules, but push the boundaries to get where you're going to go. And that's one of the main things I'd just like to have a main word about regarding this little experiment that I've done. Don't put yourself at risk. Leave yourself plenty of time to get there. Which do I prefer? All of them, if I was honest. I know I'm sitting on the fence there, but I love getting out on a bike. Driving is probably the one that I like the least. I think if I had a choice, and this is the case if I generally go into town, if I have a choice, I generally don't take the car. It's not always possible to take the bike, so for me, the public transport is the one that I would probably pick, but there are downsides to that as well, the cost of it nowadays. If you think about the walk that I had from mine to the train station is about a kilometre. So are people going to have that mobility to be able to do that? Not always. So there's pros and cons for all of it. Shouldn't be any divide. Choose which form of transport suits you best. But hopefully this little experiment that I've done has just showed probably some information that people wouldn't have realised. I'm going to take the car because it's quicker. Nah, it's the slowest. I know we got stuck down there in a little bit of probably unusual traffic jams with the boat coming in. But I think the car normally at that time of day would be approximately the same as public transport. I don't think there'd be much in it. But the fitness benefit for me is another big reason to get out of the car. There's an eco side of things that we all need to be mindful of. No real conclusion apart from working together. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. Was it what you expected? And which form of transport do you use, and have I convinced you to do something different? Keep safe, everyone. I'll see you soon. What a terrible signal.